This thing on? Looks like it. Alright, welcome. We're doing a full playthrough of Turok Dinosaur Hunter. So, just a little bit of a change of pace from Diddy Kong Racing. The game was released in the same year for the same console, so it's kind of the same thing. But, needed a bit of a change of pace. So yeah, it came out in 97. It was based on the Turok Comics, which ran from, 1954 to 1982. I don't know much about them myself. I want to know more about it. So, if you know where I can get them or I can read them, I put a link in the description of the video. If you know about it and know whether I'm looking in the right spot, let me know. I'll read pretty much everything you need to know from the instruction book, which is basically... And I'll put some scans of it up in the coming days when I get time to do that. But, you know, like so many people didn't read the instruction book, and it's pretty much the first couple of pages gives you pretty much all the background you need to know. And let me know if the display looks okay. Like, it looks good to me on the TV screen, because it is a lot of a, you know, it's a fair bit of a darker game than Diddy Kong Racing, so like it looks good on the TV, on the CRT, but I'm just curious whether that's translating well to the video. It does look a little dark, but you know. It's quite dark, isn't it? Anyway, I'll just read the description from the book. So, Turok's history. Alright. Turok, a superhero from the pages of acclaimed comics, was introduced to the American public in 1954. The Turok comic is currently written by Fabian, I can't pronounce his name, Nikiza, of X-Men and Justice League of America fame, and drawn by Raphael Kayanan, who also brought Conan to life. You know, Conan Barbarian. Turok Dinosaur Hunter for the N64 represents only a chapter of the legend of Turok. As chronicled in the comic book series, the mantle of Turok is passed down through the generations to the eldest born male of the Fireseed family. In each generation's Turok bears the responsibility of protecting and safeguarding the barrier between Earth and the Lost Land, populated by a heinous mix of aliens, bizarre creatures, and bionic dinosaurs, intent on breaching the barrier and ruling the Earth. So then it's got a bit saying, creating the game, building on the foundation of the comic, Acclaim in 1995 began developing a completely new kind of game to maximize the graphics and technical power of the N64. Acclaim drew on a talented Turok creative team at its Austin, Texas-based studio, Iguana Entertainment, as you could see in the logo there. They're a top-notch crew of artists, animators, designers, musicians, programmers, and weapons experts. Weapons experts, plural. More than one weapon expert. Interesting. I want to know more about the weapons experts. Anyway. They dove into the world of Turok, transforming the Lost Land, and indeed Turok himself, from the 2D comic page to the 3D world of the N64. The result is a cutting-edge gaming experience that goes beyond anything ever imagined in terms of graphics, weapons, speed, and gameplay. You are Turok, and your time has come. What were they thinking, you know? Trying to start a franchise based on a comic book. That's never gonna work. So then you got an introduction, which is, let's see. Yeah, I'll read that. If you're going to do it, commit to it. Do the whole thing. The Lost Land, a world where time has no meaning and evil knows no bounds. Torn from a world long ago, the time-travelling warrior Turok has found himself thrust into a savage land torn by conflict. An evil overlord known as the Campaigner seeks to shred the fabric of time and rule the universe using an ancient artifact known as the Chronoscepter. The Chronoscepter was shattered thousands of years ago in an effort to keep it from falling into evil hands. The Campaigner has constructed a massive focusing array. Of course he did. Which he plans to use to magnify and pervert the power of the Chronoscepter in order to shatter the barriers between the ages and rule the universe. Turok has vowed to find the 8 pieces of the Chronoscepter spread throughout the Lost Land and put an end to the Campaigner's evil plot. The Campaigner has amassed a terrifying army to stop him. Turok must face not only ferocious velociraptors, but vile aliens and other terrifying beasts, all bent on scorching him from the face of the earth. The first rule of survival is to know thy enemy, but the second edict, know thyself, assumes greater importance as Turok struggles to understand the fatal forces that have brought him here, and what he must do in order to meet the ever-escalating threats that lurk wherever he looks. To learn more, you must enter the world of Turok Dinosaur Hunter. So that's it. That's all you need to know, pretty much. There's more to know, but, and, 64 instruction book, you got a good 20 plus pages just, covering enemies, controls, how the game goes, all the weapons, amusing descriptions of the weapons, like the backpack here. This allows Turok to go from class to class without stopping at his locker. Actually, it allows you to carry more ammunition than you normally could. Stock up today. Have a little bit of humor in your game. And the second half of the instruction book is actually like a nice excerpt from the Turok comic book. And shows the sort of backstory of Joshua Fireseed, who becomes the next Turok in Turok 2. Fuck. Let's not get into that. We'll be here all day. Let me know if the screen's a bit dark, like, can't quite tell. Looking at the display here, it looks okay, but, we're gonna get into it. So, what do we got? Options. Turn the music volume up. The music is amazing in this game. Another game that hit my top 10 soundtracks on the 64. I think I had it coming in at about number 6 or 7. Just banging. So you got right-handed and left-handed. If you want to play with a D-pad like a weirdo instead of the C buttons. Red blood, green blood, no blood. They have to give these options in them. It's like, oh no, they're all aliens. Classic. That's it for the options. It's nice and simple, this game. It's pretty much just getting, like, we will do the training. Training mode. And I'm going to crank the volume, because this game deserves its volume crank. Training, yada yada yada, press any button at any time, yep. So press R to jump, the longer you hold jump, the further Turok moves. This classic jump mechanic. This is one of the things people didn't like about the game, and you can see why at first, when you're not used to it. They sort of removed this in the Turok. You could still jump, but they didn't have you doing such perilous jumps. There's one particularly famous section when we get to the Lost Land, I'll point it out to you, where you gotta jump up like 15 to 20 like rock platforms with no room for error in a row. Swim, press the C buttons to move, press R to surface. I don't think I ever used that feature of holding R to surface. Yep. But yeah, you can only use the knife underwater, which makes sense. Climbing, just walk into it and you'll climb it. The cool thing is you can look around while you can like look behind your shoulder as you're climbing. Can't use weapons when you're climbing, that makes sense. Can't manipulate your hands, your feet. Oh, that's cool. You can toggle between walk and run for deep. Forgot about that. And you can look down to make sure you carefully get across the log. I won't spend too much on this. Do a long jump. Hold the button further. I did read in the instruction book that diagonal jumping, much like diagonal running, you'll jump further if you're sort of doing a forward and right jump or a forward and left jump. You've completed the apprentice training level. Okay, straight into the intermediate. Swimming, stick, yep. Basic stuff. So you can either hold the C buttons or you can sort of keep tapping. I think the swim mechanics are pretty good in this game. Never had a complaint about it. Running long jump. Didn't make it. Still didn't make it. Oof. Let's take it seriously. Death. Game doesn't have a brightness option. It's good that 64 games, a lot of them did have an option to change the brightness in-game. Try looking down while you're walking to help you. So yeah, there's another thing that probably made people give up a little bit with this game is sections like this. But, get the hang of it. The reward is great. This is cool. Target practice. That death sounds are fantastic. They really put some gusto into the voice acting in this game, and Turok 2, and Turok 3 even. I remember seeing an article in N64 magazine about the voice acting crew from Turok 3, and just a picture of them like really like screaming their guts out for the death sounds. Ooh, here we go, we're on the advanced level. Also the death animations are so grisly. Oh, deep diving. This put a lot of people off on certain games that have deep swimming. You know. One that comes to mind is in Banjo-Kazooie, where you have to swim deep to get to the bottom of what's the bloody mechanical fish's name? Clanker's Cavern. The fear of drowning is real. And the way that it's like quite dark when you get down low. You gotta be brave. And you gotta take that breath of faith. It's not a leap of faith. Jump onto the platform. Oh yeah, a bit more advanced jumping. That is a good tip. Look down so you can see where you're gonna land. Oh, now at first go. I think my last Turok playthrough was roughly 2009. So a solid 16 years ago. I do remember it was, around 2010, 2011, 2012, somewhere around there. And I did a playthrough of most of the shooting games on the 64. That was fun. Like I did the Quakes, I did the Duke Nukems, did the Turoks. I should say all of the lesser known. So they're not that less known, but it's more GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, kind of rightly so, get all of the attention. But there's a lot of other cool shooters on the 64. A lot of them are just conversions of the PC classics, but I think they play really well on the 64. Map mode, again, another basic thing that people you need to know. You don't need to, but it really helps. Using the map to help find your way around and just find where things might be. Oh, it helps you get through the caves too. The caves can look rather sameish and bland. Waiting for those bloody leapers to come out of it. Okay, this is pretty cool actually. Like it's really foggy, and I'm not even looking at the actual screen hardly. That green thing will be a warp doohickey. A warp into the cave. Diagonal jump. Here we go. Now we're under the big boy stuff. Advanced target practice. Oh yeah, how good are you? Come on now, I'll first go. So, I was accounting for it to go down after a certain period of time. Seem to shoot a further off distance. First up. If you have to shoot more again. Ugh. Oh, I'm on. There one more to go, or did I actually just get them all? I was looking for someone who wasn't there. See, this is like Super Nintendo, Mario, and Donkey Kong level of jumping. Just tiny platforms. No room for error. Or minimal room for error. Donkey Kong is more momentum based. Well, this is momentum based. It's like, if you do it fast, it looks damn cool. It's one of those games, like most games, if it's played well, it makes the game look good. But when people are faffing about, there we go. One button, the switch. Oh, here we go. This is advanced. Switch noise. Still think you can turn the sound up. This game makes me want to bust out the bloody stereo there. Plug that in. The soundtrack is so good. Those pounding drums. Jungle drums. That's it. Done. You're obviously quite skilled. Good hunting. Yeah, crank this thing up. God. Ours look a little dark on the screen compared to what I'm looking at in the CRT. Showing a little previews of the later levels. Training, yeah, let's do the time challenge. It's got the whole training spot. 6 minutes. I think that's the. It says in the instruction book that's the developer's time. I'll have one go at it. I'm not going to spend time trying to beat the 6 minutes, but maybe I'll get it first go then. And you got full confidence. A bit too much confidence. Yeah, just skip the first part and jump in. Oh, it's laughing. I love that death scene. It is easier if you jump onto platforms as they're rising up. That diagonal jumping on. Deep dive. Oh, the underwater music. So cool. There's a really good remix of it. Can't think of the name. I'll try and link it at a later point. But just look up Turok Underwater Remix. Might find the one I'm talking about. But man, that is such a good track. Just every time you're in water. Just the little things like the transaction, the noise transition as you come in and out of the water. I'm trying to remember the way rather than even use the map, but just try and remember. There we go. Now I'm feeling fast. Where's this one? Nope. Yes, maybe. No. Imagine if the cave were randomly generated. That'd be tricky. Not the Triceratops, although you might see a Triceratops in this game. I can't see any way that this is related to the Donkey Kong universe, but if anybody can see a way, let me know. I mean, if there's time travel involved, TT was probably involved, but you're not going to see TT himself in this game. But you could imply that he's causing the time travel. That's about as far-fetched as it gets, but lesser things have become DKU because of it. Straight confidence. There we go. Did I not press the switch? I did. It's just taking like 6 years to come down. Stand at the end. Oh, smashed the time. 4:15, first go. Get that up, yeah. It's like being a whiz-big. Let's have a little play with the display here. That's out. That's in. I'll probably make it worse rather than make it better. I think it looks okay. I think it potentially looked okay in the first place. Let me know whether it's too dark, too whatever. Cranking the volume even more. Stop showing the later levels. Spoilers, God. Oh, really? Alright, we're gonna get into it. So yeah, I am playing original console. I did get an Everdrive. I'm not playing it. But the main reason I got an Everdrive was to back up memory card data so I can play games like this again. And, back up things like Superstar Soccer. But, yeah, I'm very keen that I can now play through Turok without having to worry about the data wiping itself 3/4 of the way through the playthrough. I'm gonna get into it. See, normal skill, hard skill, easy skill. I'm gonna go normal. I'm good enough to beat the game on hard, I reckon. I've never done it, but I just think it'd be less good viewing if it was on hard, because it might make it a bit more tedious. If I breeze through it in normal, at a later date I'll probably do a hard playthrough. But yeah, other than that, we'll get into it. If you've got any questions, comments, thoughts on the story and the comics and maybe where to get them, where to read them, or potentially you can get the actual physical ones, maybe. Curious about that. But for now, yeah, let's get into it. Talset's first sort of adventure that we know in the games. This intro is so simple, it's just start and you're into it. Locate the hub ruins, use the keys to open level portals. What more do you need to know? Now, there is a little monkey there who's going to run up the tree. You could say that's a nude Diddy Kong with no hat and shirt. See, it could be Diddy Kong. It runs from the tree and runs up. It could be a physical appearance of Diddy Kong. I don't think so, but could be wrong. And that would make Turok DKU. I think it is Diddy Kong, but maybe someone else does think it's Diddy Kong. This is completely appropriate for a 9-year-old. How else you can? You think it looks like he's having a drink? Like he's drinking out of the key. I can't quite tell if he's just looking at the key or like celebrating. It's a bit of an abstract celebration. There we go. Yeah. You can shoot them for health, the deers and the boars and stuff. And see our first dinosaur? Here he comes. Dodge him. Now, what you can do, this is great. The different species in the game will fight each other. Come here. Oi. So you can lure the dinosaurs to attack the human enemies. And then you can watch from a distance. Okay, let's get away. Wait. think I need to sort of leave there. Oi! A run and kick. Maybe this wasn't the best one, best example of it. Oh, here we go. Fight each other already. I'll try it at another point. But you get the gist. There's one point in the game where there's like 6 different types of enemies in one spot. You can just sort of get around the corner and then watch them all fight each other. So just because they're all enemies of you doesn't mean they're all friendly with each other. You can set the level 2 key. But you can actually get the level 3 key. Yeah, the first level sort of famously has level 1 and level 2 keys. You can enter the 3rd level before the 2nd level. So you can do a lot of non-linear stuff in this game. And usually, most people, generally in their first playthrough, aren't going to get everything in the level on their first go. So you'll have a reason to go back to levels to find keys or find the Chronoscepter pieces. I don't think I ever legitimately found all 8 pieces. I got 7 out of 8 of the Chronoscepter pieces on my last playthrough. It's very annoying. But I'm pretty certain I know where the last one was. It was in the end of the 3rd level. Wait. No, I'm actually taking a bit of a hit here, so... And yeah, one of the big things people complained about this game, you know, the draw distance, or more so the fog. It's too foggy. You're in a jungle. It works. Once you're in the world, once you're playing the game, like if you're just looking at footage, I guess, sure, you can go, oh, this game looks bad, yada yada yada. But when you're playing it and you're immersed in the world, you don't give a crap about that. Of course it's foggy. You're in a jungle. Get used to it. Pump him, give you a little bit of health. Oh, yeah, the warp thing. There. Jump in it. That's why you need to be playing with stereo sound. You can hear that. These areas are so cool. Just for it. Usually these things have an ultra health in it, which is 100 health. Which if you're already on 100 health, it'll get you up to like 200. No, that wasn't the end of the level. See, I wonder if these little portal things are mentioned in the comics. As you know, where are they? They're little areas of space-time. See, I assume that's what the blue doohickeyness is some sort of rip in space-time. I'm down for that. I do wish I knew, like, I'd know a reasonable amount from the game, because, you know, I actually read the instruction books, played the games, read the comic that comes with the instruction book. So I'd love to know more, without anyone giving it away. But like, you know, where can you read the comics? Where can you buy them? Is there more places to look for more Turok? Go, that ultra health sure is. We're sitting at 176 health. That's what I'm talking about. And yeah, exit. back into the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. We have fun and games. If you really enjoy the music to this game, look up the composer's name is Darren Mitchell, and he's got a channel on YouTube. And he's uploaded sort of high quality versions of all the tracks from this game and Turok 2, particularly the Turok 2 ones. Yeah. Damn, the soundtrack goes hard. So I like that the shotgun is there, but it's pretty tricky to get at. Classic 90s shooting. Gotta have a shot. Thought it would be a one shot. Oh. The dinosaur fight these guys. Come on. Get him. Get him, Benny. Yeah, he's going for the guy then. Just kill this guy. See? Dinosaur kills man. Also, yes, if you heard and noticed what I just saw, they make the death noise again if you hit them with an explosive after they've already died. Mortal wound. Read that. I always was fascinated about that as a kid. Not a kid, but when I did a recent playthrough, and from reading the instruction book, you get it when you kill enemies with the knife or bow and arrow, I think. Or it just appears occasionally. It was pretty vague. It said it increases Turok's hit points by 5. I don't quite know what they mean by that. I assume it means, I don't think there's anything down here. It's just that you fall down here and come back. Pretty sure there's nothing there. Oh, there's some health. You can't collect the 25 health unless your health's under 100. So that's the thing with ultra health. Is you want to sort of be close to 100 if you can before you collect it. But yeah, hit points. Does that mean like he does more damage now? Does that apply for you the rest of your entire playthrough? Like, it's vague what it says in the instruction book. I'm like, I think I want to get that item, but not really sure what it does. Yeah, so good. It is pretty early in the game, and you got jumping sections like this. Probably putting off the more casual gamers. How old was I? Like 9? I could do it, but I did shamefully. I couldn't get past the 3rd level as a 9-year-old. And then that's when I learned about the game cheats, and I completed the rest of the game with the cheats on, which even then was still kind of challenging. But it's like, I knew, it's like, oh yeah, I beat the game, but I used the cheats. But then, that's when the 2009 playthrough, and maybe there was another one before then, it was so satisfying. It's like, to come back and beat the game legit. Oh, first Perlin. Iconic enemy of the Turok series. Big gorilla-like aliens. And they can literally, like, punch you off the cliff. Where is that? Is that some bench that I'm trying to get there? I don't think so. But yeah, that's Perlins. Gotta keep the dinosaurs alive so that they can. Because if you just keep moving, is it one of Diddy Kong's relatives? Is it Diddy Kong? Physical appearance? I don't think so, but I could be wrong. Oh, what the hell? One of those blue warp dude, he's just appeared. Is this the same one as before, though? It looks like it. I think it's the same one. Didn't realize the same one could appear after you've already collected the Ultra Health. It seems a bit redundant. But I guess it's giving you a chance to get it if you missed it the first time around. Try and hit the dinosaur alive. It's just minding his own business. Trying to have a chomp. Maybe some humans to chomp on. See, there's the fog. See, that it works as atmospheric fog as well, to me. Like, oh, draw distance, yada, yada, yada. You're in a jungle. Have you been to a jungle lately? Pop that. Oh, first save point. Yes, save points. No save states. Save point. Yes. New note. Game saved. Done. See, if you couldn't get to there, you couldn't save your game. Another model. Yeah, if anybody knows what that does, like I've read the instruction book and I still don't quite know what it does. So, gives Turok five hit points, but what does that mean? Does it mean he does more damage? I think that's what it means. But either way, it seems like if you can get him, you should get him. I mean, I am on one shot killing the enemies, but most of it densely grown to grow. Some of the weapons you get later in the game are so bad. I don't think the lava instant kills you, but it sort of kills you. It hurts you fast, kind of thing. You don't want to get it. Sound even more. Not like that the jungle songs keep playing when you pause the game. That level of immersion. And I've been enjoying it so much I haven't been eating my breakfast. Very cool weather effects later in the game. Right, so we're back to the start area. So now we know we went all the way left. We cleared out that area. That's where you start the game, where you see default. So the walk. Yeah, that's where I came through from. Now we're going to the right. So we've done everything we need to do to the left. Now this is your first taste of the explosive shotgun shells. Gives you grenades, but you can't throw them. You need to get your grenade launcher. But it's cool that guys that are throwing grenades, you can drop them and then you can hold on to them for years later. And again, I think the only point of the water is you've got to climb back up if you've got it. But you can Turok game and jump down there to see if there's an E or something hidden down here. I've been checking the map. Is that? And there's another one. Is it the same one again? Same one again. Yeah, I guess it's just giving you the opportunity to get that ultra health up again. But if you ever hear it, that's why you want to play in stereo sound. You know, that was impressive with 3D games back in the 90s when it was a new thing. Like, you have stereo sound and you have a waterfall, and you know, the waterfall's to your left and you can hear it. And you know, you turn to your right and you hear it on your right. Obviously, kids take it for granted these days, but back then, you don't know what it was like having a mono TV. Geez, I could be playing this using the stereo that I've got hooked up as a radio right there in the kitchen. But my Nan's one from the 1970s. I should use that. Old technology. They built it to last. The deer to frolic. Humans there. I'll jump forward. Let the drink out of the key. I'll get more of this water wound. I've hit things. Does that mean more damage? Does it stay with you for the level, for the entire playthrough, or until you die? What's the deal with the mortal wound? Wait. I could scare the crap out of you. If he hits you, he really can send you flying and, like, off the level, too. Like, they intentionally put them at some point in some points where there's cliff faces that you can die if you get knocked off. The jump scare, they can do those. Oh, here we go. First cave, first meeting of the lurkers. Got a weird frog phobia. Maybe this isn't the game for you. Let's turn the map on as the training taught us to do. So that don't get lost in the caves. Too bad there's not other species in the cave for them to fight each other. Imagine being in a cave with these guys. Whoa, that's one of the big male ones, as the instruction book said. Bloody massive. Look at him. Oh. Took 3 shotgun shots at close range to get him. Did it go? I think that's where I came. Yeah, it is. Sorry. Well, it's the fog's fault. Blame the fog. This is where you get your spiritual energy. This is cool. Alright, watch this. Spiritual invincibility. All your enemies are in slow motion. The way it described it in the instruction book is cool. So you can obviously easily kill the enemies if you want to. Yeah, like this. Oh, another one. Hell yeah, you might as well kill them with the knife when you can spiritual invincibility. Doesn't last that. Yeah. Correct. Explosive arrows are pretty cool. Tech arrows, they're called. Did I get everything in this section? Not entirely confident. What do I need to look at? Let's look at keys. So I've still got 3 keys to go. So I've got all the level 2 keys. I haven't found the Chronoscepter piece. Still fun. Sleep. I think it's all here. Above the jungle fog. Other bugs. You've got a bug folk. Game. Don't waste your explosive rounds on the bugs. They might be bugging you, but it's okay. Waste of explosive rounds. Let's go dive. What do we got here? Is that ultra health? Full health. Bit of a waste of a picker. What was here? Okay. Handy to get if you're almost dead, buddy. It's generous that it gave it up to 115 rather than just 100. Generally, if you're over 100, you pick it up. Feel we've got to be near a key or a Chronoscepter piece. There. Take the first orb. See, this is where the levels can get a bit maze-like. For this section here, no map. But I think it's just go to the middle. Checkpoint complete. Stabby, stabby. And then Turok 2 levels were even more maze-like. So that would put people off. And the needing to save with the controller pack. See, I think what happened is the Turok games were popular, they sold well, but not many people actually finished them. You know, they're like, oh, they're really cool, but I can't finish it. Especially Turok 2. Yeah, I think Turok 2 really sold well, it got excellent views, but it was like, how many people you know beat it? And I think that, it's Chronoscepter piece. That's it. First piece of the Chronoscepter. Done. Don't get sick of that. It can scare the crap out of you because he says it so loud and you're not expecting it. Every time you get 100 of those life force, the triangle things, as the instruction book calls them. No, most people call them triangle things. The instruction book calls it life force. Get 100 of them, get an extra. You know the drill. Oh, and a key. Key to success. See, I can see people would come through here, get the level 3 key, miss the Chronoscepter piece, and move on. Because there's no map. This place doesn't exist. What are you lobbing grenades at you? I can if you. A bit slow to pull your shotgun out, buddy. What I should use this cut blade to get the bloody rifle thing, which I think is level 2. That voice acting is amazing. If you're gonna do it, Quartz and guns don't do it. Boy, they do. This should. Maybe the rifle, the gun, whatever I'm thinking it is, the assault rifle, or whatever it's called. Once the banging drums. Just pushes you to keep going. So it lets you, it calls the max 115. Oh, I just worked it out. Mortal Wound doesn't do more. When it says hit points, it means my maximum is now 115 instead of 100. That's cool. But does that apply to the whole playthrough or just when you die? I guess we're going to find out as we go. There we go. I've learned something. Would have worded that differently in the instruction book. Instead of 5 hit points, I'd say it increases Turok's max health probably. Adds 5 hit points. That's vague as hell. People accuse me of being vague as hell. I get it. What's down here? What's down here? Have I been down there? Can't remember. Do I go down there or do I jump across to the wall? So I've got 2 keys to find. You can see the floor there, so that's not there. Have I been here? I haven't been here. Much like the music notes in Banjo-Kazooie, the light force things are a great indication of whether you've been here or not. Like they're so brilliantly placed sometimes. What we've learnt from video games released in 1997 is check behind waterfalls. This waterfall has nothing but it. But just as a general rule, check behind your waterfalls. Yeah, let's let the underwater music soak in for a bit. Give me a chance to eat some breakfast. Gonna be something good down deep. 25 health. Which I could get. It's only have 5 health for me. If that extra 5 health stays for your whole playthrough, I don't think it would. That'd potentially be a bit broken. But then again, if you don't die, it would suck if you collect a bunch of them and then you just cheaply pull off the clip. It's a bit worthwhile down there, but maybe not. Not everywhere is going to have buried treasure. Okay, so clearly haven't been this way. It's right to come down this way. So the triangle things, if you see a purple, pinkish one, they're worth 10 rather than 1 for the standard gold ones. There we go, there was a key in here, so it was essential we got here. So this Turok Talset, it's like his nicknames or his other names are the Son of Stone or the Valiant One. He's the one who doesn't die, hangs around. The original, the proper badass. Box of bullets, oh bloody. Oh, I stand up that. Did miss a key, but what? Annoying. So we're gonna have to go back to that level. Upwards. Get that. This is like the start of the level again. I'll be back. I need to get some water. I'll pause it so you can hear the other noises. And we're back. All those sound effects are like a 90s screensaver. We actually had that, a dinosaur one. It scared the crap out of me as a kid. When it was the first time it came on and I didn't know it was a screensaver. I think I thought there was actually dinosaurs in the house. Or something. Back when people didn't know how screensavers really worked and they would leave the speakers on, like whatever volume they were already on. So yeah, I'm going to try to find that last key. I reckon I know roughly where it's going to be. Couldn't be too hard to find. Go look. Sort of business. I'm pretty sure instead of jumping down that way to get that key, if I went the walkway, which you had to jump for, then you'd end up getting the other key. Or it'd take you in half and lead you to the other key. Leapers. About the spiritual energy that only did once. Any max out. Why didn't I just word it? Because we didn't know what it was called. We didn't have a word for that in the moment. I think this is about the Chronoscepter. So maybe I don't think I get this right. Yes, I can see how you get definitely. So that left way, I think, was to the Chronoscepter. Oh my god, I missed that key, seriously. How do you miss a key like that? All keys on this level found. Cool. Go this way to get out of here. Let's get out of here. Oh, they can swim, by the way. Cool death animation. You'd be so panicky. Oh, here we go. The assault rifle. Love this gun. It uses the same ammo as the pistol, but it fires in 3-round bursts. That'll be the default gun for a while now. Now I've got to find some backpacks so Turok can go from class to class without going to his locker. I used to do that. Screw using the locker. Every time. Oh, you have to go this way. Okay. Checkpoint, please. Max ammo. Hey, why didn't I collect the clips? So the pistol's kind of redundant once you've got this gun. Cool gun. It's only the first level. You know, you got a good taste of the basic weapons, but there's better ones coming. But just the shot, a solid shotgun in a shooting game in the 90s is essential. Yeah, let's say it's one of the better ones. Turok 2's one's good. You got your classic Doom shotgun. Chronoscepter was. Yeah, I am getting lost in these places. Gotta just have that assistance to be like, you know what? Just keep going. Because I want to see what's next. If you couldn't save your game because, you either didn't have a controller pack or whatever, I can definitely see why people would go, well, bugger this. Is that how do I get out? Where did I come from? That's where I came from. Goddamn maze-like levels. I mean, you could work it out based on whether you're facing north, but I can't be bothered doing that. It's really a very basic way through. Shotgun shells. Maybe the trees are a clue. See, now there's nothing to collect. It's so much harder to remember. So close to doing that cleanly in the first go. I've had to waste, whatever, 10, 15 minutes going back through. See how that's tedious. And for people. That's where the Chronoscepter was. I'm lost. Let's try again. Right. Use the trees as a guide, I guess. See if there's any logic to that. That was the key, so I'm nearly at the exit. Okay. Maybe the trees were a key. If you're seeing trees, you're on the right path. Yeah, that's it. That's the trick. I had a feeling that was the trick. Let's finish the level. Yeah, that long diagonal jump. What's this way? Oh, it's a dead end. Oh. Could use the time. Something else in there. That. Take us to the end. Yeah. Yeah, this was the pearl end. Go, that was the first level done. This is the famous hub rooms. These are the gates to the different worlds. Just another one of those classic rips in space-time. There's your mid-level save point. So let's unlock some levels. It's cool how, you'll see how it works. Let's say, you access to level 8 of final confrontation. Does every level have a tag? Yeah, it does. Level 2, the jungle. Level 3, or level 4, the ruins. The treetop village. Favorite level in the game. Can't wait to get to that. Ancient city. Catacombs. Slime. The jungle. I thought the first level was the jungle. I guess they're both the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. What if TT announced the names of the levels? The jungle. The last land. But Treetop Village. That actually sounds like a Diddy Kong Racing level. Treetop Village. Anyway, enough of that. Ancient. So yeah, you put the keys in. How do you do it? Forget how you do it. Got my keys. How do I deposit them? Ah, yeah, obviously. Press something. Ah, what was I doing wrong? And there we go. That opens up level 3. So we could do the levels out of order, but I'm not going to do that. It's what walking all the way up to it, I guess. And there we go. All done. So I'm going to save the game here. Yes, save. No, don't make a new note. You idiot, Bowser. Now I don't know which one's the proper level. So I'll save over both of them. Maybe I'll actually delete B. Delete B. Save over 1. See, even that's just a little bit more tricky than it needs to be. We've put off potential people, potential players. Alright, all done. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's get into level 2, the jungle, next time. Thanks for watching. See you.